Hello, I am Jessica, the host of Setting the Scene. As you can guess, I love musical theatre, but I can't tell you which musical I love the most. There are far too many.
Hi, I'm Zara.
Helen, Charalambus.
In this podcast called Setting the Scene.
Because I run a performing arts course. So I've not just been with my students, but I've been throughout my life and growing up as well. Yeah.
Wow. Important aspects, do you think, out of musical theatre? The acting, the singing, the dancing?
Well, they all hold equal sort of value in this particular genre. My favourite is dancing because my background is dance. But, you can have musicals that don't have dance, just acting and singing. It's such a diverse variety. Yeah. We went to see Six lately with the students.
So it's about Henry VIII's 6 wives, and it's kind of like a take on the history, but also it's kind of like a pop concert.
And one didn't stand out particularly against another, and that's the intention. There's 6 strong women, all with a story to tell.
What shows or musicals have you seen?
I think I've seen quite a few shows and musicals, mostly on West End, but also tour.
I did ask Helen this. It was very funny there. Your favourite wife?
My favourite, Catherine Howard.
Why is she your favourite?
I just really liked the pink, but I also really enjoyed, because it was the same girl we saw when we went to go see Heathers that played Veronica, that played her, and I just like to see the diverse in her characters.
Why do you think people should watch musicals?
Because why wouldn't you want to watch a musical? I think you should watch it because I feel like they teach you a lot, but also people work really hard to get into that industry.
What is your favourite character from a musical and why?
My favourite character from a musical has got to be Aaron Burr from Hamilton, just because I just really like the fact that they used him to narrate a story, but he was also just a massive part, and you learnt a lot about the history of, Alexander Hamilton and all of that.
What do you think of the script that you give? Because I know that you were doing Addams Family.
Yeah.
What do you think about the script?
Oh, I really like it.
What do you think about some lyrics of the songs? What do they mean to you?
So, for example, if we start with the first song, so the first song that opens the show is When You're in Addams, and they really talk about how being an Addams is a way of life, and you can't turn away from that life. You have to be an Addams. When you're an Addams, and that's it. Yeah.
Yes, I remember that from the show Wednesday.
Yeah.
What's the important definition of a character? For example, gender, personality, job, status, class, beliefs, age?
Yeah.
From the show Wednesday.
Yeah.
What's the important definition of a character? For example, gender, personality, job, status, class, beliefs, age?
Yeah. So obviously, I think character research is massively important because I think, like you said, the gender of a character, but also their age and everything. So, for example, in the show, there's a grandma and she says she's 102 years old. So you would have to kind of think about how that character would move, because obviously if they're 102, they're not going to be able to sprint. You have to have so I think it's really important. But, knowing about the family and the character and everything that they do and their personality is very important to bring it to life.
How do you decide what songs are suited to which character?
I think definitely deciding what songs are important for a character is down to the writers. So obviously we've written some of our own shows, me and Steph. So I think what is important is that you got to think about who's playing the character, but also how you can tell the story. So, and that's how we decide. Really, it depends on the character's journey.
Do songs cause major changes to the story of a musical, do you think?
I think so, because I think it's a different way of telling a story, especially, you know, you can obviously just have straight acting and you can have plays and stuff, but I think adding a song or a dance into it definitely helps you.
Okay, so is analysing a song a good idea?
Yeah, 100%. Because a song's exactly the same as pretty much a script. So you need to understand what you're saying and the intention and the emotion behind it.
So the song that they have in Addams Family, analysing the song, is a good idea.
Yeah, so we all sat down and we spoke about what we felt that Addams Family song meant, because it's an opening as well. So it's like the audience are straight into it and you need to have a full understanding. So we all sat down and we wrote down the different intentions behind it, the emotions that Addams Family has, and the things that they needed to get across to the audience while singing those words.
So the Addams Family, where was the inspiration behind that? Where do you get the inspiration for shows and everything?
Well, I've always wanted to do the Addams Family. It's always been something that I've wanted to do, but I think this year what sparked it was obviously Wednesday came out on Netflix, and it was a massive craze. And
okay, thank you for this interesting conversation, and thank you for this podcast on Setting the Scene. Hi, I'm Jessica, and I am here with Caroline from the Inclusion Hub. I think she's interested in musicals. What musical do you like?
From the top of my head, I think the first musical I think of, I quite like. Let's have a think. Probably Mamma Mia is my favourite. Yeah.
Nice. So you don't like the sequel then?
I do like the sequel. I like that because there's two movies, isn't there?
Yes.
So I like the first one and the second one. And I've also seen the musical in the theatre as well in London with a friend. So, yeah.
Wow. So who's your favourite character?
Good question. I quite like, I'm trying to remember the names now, it's been a while since I've seen it. I quite like Meryl Streep's character, I can't remember her name in it.
Donna,
yeah, I quite like Donna, she's good fun, and her daughter as well.
Sophie,
yeah, I would say Sophie's probably my favourite character. I just find her very charismatic and sort of free, so yeah. I like her character.
So from Mamma Mia, there are the ABBA songs. So do you like ABBA?
I do like ABBA. I think it's just very feel-good music, just any song that kind of gets you up and makes you want to dance, I think. And Waterloo's just a real good feel-good song.
I would have thought Dancing Queen, or maybe all of them were like Get Up.
They're all quite feel-good, aren't they? So,
yeah, they are.
I think maybe because Waterloo was in the Eurovision, and it's in Mamma Mia. I think that one wins it for me. But yeah, Dancing Queen is a good one.
Do you like all the costumes and the set design in the film and on stage?
Yeah, I mean, it was good to watch it on. Yeah, I mean, the set was really good. Yeah, I think they filmed quite a lot. I think it's a Greek island they filmed quite a lot of the first Mamma Mia in. So, yeah, I mean, the setting's beautiful, and yeah, the sort of, the backstage and everything is really, really good. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for this interesting conversation.
You're welcome. Thank you for interviewing me.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and I'm going to be asking some questions to Mate today. So, Mate, what is your favourite musical?
Ooh, probably one of the only musicals I remember watching is like 3 movies called Descendants.
What's the storyline of Descendants?
It's pretty much about like 4 kids who are like, it's like this continuation of like all of the Disney movies, and what happened, like, apparently after all the Disney stories happened, and like it's mainly about like these 4 kids of like all of the villains from Disney, so it's pretty interesting.
Nice. What's your opinion on musicals?
Well, I think they can be pretty good, they can be interesting.
Nice. So, do you like musicals?
Well, I think so, definitely.
Nice. I think these are all my questions for today. I think that's about it.
Okay, I know I am being a show off, but another one of my sponsors is the Algiva Theatre. It may be small to London theatres or any other theatres in Bucks, but they bring London shows to this theatre. This month they are showing well-known shows such as Best of Enemies and Terry Deary's Twisted Tales. They are also showing musicals such as Sweeney Todd and Heathers the Musical. Here are some outtakes, just for some good laughs. Who's your favourite wife?
Oh gosh. I don't have a favourite wife.
You're about to say I don't have a wife.
No, I
No, I
don't have
just
a wife
mean
either.
who's your favourite wife from Six?